Hello, I'm Janton Borondon and I'm here today with Morgan Gaffey, star of 3 seasons of MORG and the upcoming feature film The Pencil. Good afternoon, Morgan. How are you?
All good, Janton. This is my 40th interview of the day, so I'm feeling not great.
Great to hear that. Now, with MORG, you managed to do something not many small-time YouTubers do. You managed to create 3 seasons of this moderately entertaining show that I'd say could almost be aired on TV. Almost. How did you do that? Especially since you're just one guy.
Well, it was quite challenging at times. I mean, I knew from the 3rd episode of season 1 that action would be nearly impossible to film. I mean, it's just, it's me finding myself every time, and I don't have $30 million to spend on VFX. I don't have a company like Weather Effects to help me do all of it. So, I had my phone, a green screen, and I did my best. I had to use overlaying and sometimes camera angles and quick editing to give off the illusion that I was fighting myself. And I'm quite happy with how most of it turned out. I mean, lighting was a pretty big part, and there's a few scenes where I used darker lighting to conceal the flaws, and I had to rely on sound effects to sell the scene.
I thought the action looked cheap. You should have gotten a better green screen.
No, I would have, but I couldn't afford it. I mean, the total budget of all 4 seasons was $100, give or take. I mean, I made the most of what I had.
That's lovely. I didn't ask about the budget though. Now, since the action was shit, I understand you had to limit the amount, relying more on dialogue. Were there any challenges trying to write so much dialogue without making the episodes boring?
Yes, I decided to go with 6 episodes a season way back before I even wrote season 1, and partially because I was lazy, and partially because I knew I wouldn't be able to do long episodes and long seasons because I didn't have an outline. I didn't have the budget. I didn't have an outline. I never thought much about it. I just made it, which is why all the episodes are just incredibly short. Also, I was going to do an American accent originally, but nah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few episodes in the first 2 seasons that they're not even a minute long. Is it really worth splitting something so short into 4 seasons when it could just be a 40-minute long short film? Why an American accent?
I don't know.
Well, keep it hidden. I don't want to hear a Yankee Doodle Dandy accent. That's hurtful. Answer the question.
Well, that's the problem that I noticed. I wasn't doing enough in the 6 episodes. Wasn't delivering enough. So I actually rewrote the entirety of season 3 and 4, and I put more care into it and more dialogue and less action than the first 2 seasons. There's 2 episodes in season 4 that are both 7 minutes long.
Still, why not just make it a single short film?
Because I mostly make short films, and I wanted to change it up. I want to have one standout, and I mean, this series was created when I was in a pretty bad headspace, and it's really special to me. I didn't want to just come and go in a single day. Plus, I was inspired by shows like Barry, True Detective, The Leftovers, Twin Peaks. I mean, it just felt right making this a show as well.
Sure. Back to the dialogue. It was hard to write so much dialogue in place of action, you said?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not a professionally trained writer. I mean, I haven't gone to uni yet. I haven't studied writing in school.
I can tell.
So, yeah, there was just... the biggest challenge making the entire show was how to keep it engaging, also mostly talking. There was parts where I'd be writing an argument or a monologue, and I'd just stop and I'd have to read it because I didn't know how to keep writing it. I didn't know how to keep writing it in a way that would keep the plot moving. I'd written myself into a corner many times.
Maybe you're just a bad writer. Have you considered that? Fuck you. Now, The Pencil was originally a short film you made back in 2023, correct?
Yep. Started working on it late 2022 and I finished about late 2023. I mean, it was more than a year later.
Do you have any regrets or anything you feel proud of?
Well, it's not very good. I mean, I know this isn't a PR-friendly answer, but, it's the truth. The script was unrefined, the acting from me was questionable at best. I mean, the cinematography, oh God, it was awful. Everything about this was terrible. It's just, I tinted it yellow. It's all yellow for some reason. I mean, the sound design is terrible. I didn't know how to do sound mixing. I mean, the action is slow and it doesn't feel like there's anything to it, and it felt cheap, and cheaper than it already was. But and it was already dirt cheap. It was like $10.
Well, I'm glad you're self-aware. So you have no compliments for it? Only regrets?
No, obviously I have good things to say about it.
Say one then.
It was a start, you know. I mean, nobody expects their first short film to be good. I mean, I was inexperienced in every single aspect, but you know, I still made it, and you know, I'm very proud of it.
Well, you shouldn't be, because it's embarrassing to watch. What can you tell us about your upcoming projects?
Well, the 3 films I'm currently making are Day 6, The Stolen Tape, and The Pencil. And you know, for Day 6, if you like Mission Impossible, then this one is for you. There's a lot of it that I've kind of ripped off from Mission Impossible completely, but I just really wanted to make one of those kind of films. And you know, Stolen Tape is one I think it's the best script I've written. I'm very, very happy with the script. And The Pencil is, you know, the remake. I'm making a remake of the short film that I just talked about. I mean, I really wrote a new script. I'm filming new scenes. It's longer. It's more refined. It's more high quality. It's better because I've had 4 years of experience since then, and I want to make it right because I really, really love the story of The Pencil that I don't love it, but I think it's good. In my opinion, I quite like it. I'm proud of it. I'm happy with the script. It's a lot better than the original, I can tell you that.
Well, I'm sure other people are very excited to see your films. Last question, will season 4 be the last season of MORG?
Yes, it's all filmed and completed. There's a definitive ending for all the characters, and that's it. So, you know, I won't be going back to it. And no spin-offs either. Season 4 is the end.
You have a plan of making a new series someday?
Never say never. You know, I mean, MORG is my favourite project, so you know, I might go back to making series one day. But you know, for now, I want to focus on short films.
Okay, and how would you rank all 4
That
seasons?
was the last question 2 questions ago.
Be patient. How would you rank all 4 seasons of MORG?
Probably season 4, season 2, season 3, and season 1 in last place.
Where it rightfully belongs. Well, that's all for today, folks. The last season of MORG releases next month on Morgan Gaffey's YouTube channel, and The Pencil, Day 6 and The Stolen Tape are all in production, presumably coming out later this year. Be sure not to miss them. Or do. I don't care. I mean, they're not paying me to show for him, so
I'd appreciate it if you did, though.
I won't.
I know. You should be a news reporter, you know. Really?
Yeah. Welshman News Network, WMN. I did the movie news of the week.
What happened there?
Ran out of money. I also complained that I wasn't getting paid while we were on air, so we got shut down after episode 3.
You ever thought about asking Vanity Fair to restart it? You know, let you do what you want every once in a while?
Dunno. Maybe.
You should.
Day 6? Huh?
Yeah.
Is it like the film takes place over 6 days?
More or less.
6 days is also how long your career in Hollywood would last until they realise you don't have any talent.
How's that for no talent?
You got talent in your artwork, not in filmmaking.
Fuck you.
Still recording?
Cut that last 2 minutes out.
It won't.